Okay, aura is a trend nowadays. Everyone's on about who has max aura, this person has aura. And the thing is, frequency and operating on a high frequency is actually a very real thing. And in this video, I'm going to break down how you can change your lifestyle, how you can change your habits to operate on a higher frequency than the average person. First thing we want to realize here is the average people do the average actions. They all take the same actions in their life. They all do the exact same things with their life. Now, if you're doing the same things as everyone else, every other guy and girl, you're taking the same, you're going out on the same weekends, you're working the same jobs as them, you're doing the same college course, you're going to operate in the same frequency as them. Simple as. If you are doing something a bit different with your life, people are going to see you're a bit different to the average person. Now, this will spark different things. This will spark people who are attracted to you. This will spark people who look up to you. And this will spark a lot of hate, and this will spark a lot of jealousy, because you're exposing people being insecure in themselves. So you're doing what you want with your life. You're actually working towards your own max potential, and other people know they aren't doing that. So when you're doing that, you're going to expose their dark corners, basically. So it's got to do with physical habits and spiritual habits. If your physical habits are not on point, it's going to decrease how much you're vibrating on, basically. So if you're not going to the gym all the time, if you're not eating healthy food all the time, that's going to visibly show. You're going to have spots on your skin. You're not going to be in shape. You're going to be overweight. And again, people say looks don't matter. Looks kind of do matter. You're the first thing that people see. You're the first thing. It's like you come to a gate of a house. It doesn't matter the interior of the house. If you don't like the outside of the house, you don't really care. So you're the first thing that people see. Then after that, it's got to do with your energy, your charisma, how much knowledge you have, how you can speak to people, how you influence people, how you attract the opposite gender. All of these things come in, they all take practice, and they're all got to do with your lifestyle. So let's say the average college person's lifestyle, okay, they wake up and they go reach for their disposable, whatever, and they go on social media, they brush their teeth, they may have a bowl of cereal, they might go out, throw on whatever clothes, go off to college, whatever, talk crap to their friends, come home, maybe get a bit of college work done, waste their time, go to sleep, repeat. Might have a part-time job on a weekend. How are you expecting that to raise your frequency? How are you going to be different to any other guy, any other girl out there? The truth is that you're not. You need to get a piece of paper. I want you to do this. Get a piece of paper, get a notebook, and write down habits that are actually going to help you physically and spiritually within your life. How often do you meditate? Can you tap into your spiritual self? Can you get guidance from your higher self and your spirit guides? Whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Allah, whatever you believe in, you have to realize that there is a higher version of you that gives you guidance. You already know exactly what to do. You're just not taking action on that. How do you already know what to do? There you go. It's whatever you believe in becomes your reality. Next, your diet is very, very important. Again, we are electrical beings. We need to eat food that help us. Fruit is the main thing. When in the morning, when you don't really feel that hungry, fruit is brilliant because it gives you natural fructose. It's an alive food you're eating. If you're eating meat, it's dead. If you're eating fruit, it's alive. It's natural energy. Now, the thing is, people get very confused about the diet part of things. So they're like, oh, well, how does carnivore, how does this work? How does that work? You're an electrical being. If you're looking to build muscle, you're going to target, obviously, protein. If you're looking to be a huge bodybuilder, you're going to tackle protein. But you have to realize that that has an effect on your soul, first of all, and that can have an effect on your health. So you'll see a lot of athletes are actually in shape. You'll see that they're in brilliant shape and they'll have a heart attack on the pitch. Why is that? Because we're not educated properly about our diets and how our bodies work. Even how the Caucasian body works differently to the black man's diet. It's crazy. And I'm not going to get into that in this video, but having a high vibrational diet that suits you as a person, that suits your race, is very, very, very important. Next, the people you hang around. You have a decision. Someone can come to you with negative energy. Someone can come to you with positive energy. But it's your decision if you let their energy and their frequency affect your energy and your frequency. So if you're hanging around friends who are constantly on a low frequency, they're constantly operating on a low vibration, they can't think to a very, very high level, why are you hanging around them? And you might say to me, you might say, okay, well, I can't find people who are operating on a high vibration. I can't find people who are thinking like creators all the time. Then be alone. Alone means all one with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being alone. When I started my first business, I was alone for 3 months and I went out the whole summer. Because with the people I was hanging around at the time, I couldn't see how I was benefiting. There was no benefits of me. And I'll tell you, when I was alone in my room doing work on my social media marketing business, I learned a lot about myself and I learned a lot about business. I'll tell you that much. So there's an expansion on your spiritual habits. There's an expansion on spiritual habits. As a matter of fact, I'll probably do a separate video on your spiritual habits. Whether you are praying, whether you are meditating, these are both very, very, very good, because you are being honest with yourself. You have to realize that you have problems to be able to tackle the problems. One of the biggest laws that you can operate on, one of the laws of the universe, is the law of authenticity. You are who you say you are. People who give off a fake persona to others, they're going to be vibrating on a lower frequency. And this is because they know subconsciously that they aren't actually who they say they are. If you can get work done and you can show results and say, yes, this is the results I've brought, you're going to be proud of that. Your frequency is naturally going to be raised. So I heard this before, where if I told one of you that you are guaranteed an €1 million check next week, guaranteed, your vibration would change. You would totally act like a different person because you know you're getting €1 million next week. You would move differently. People would treat you differently. You haven't got the €1 million yet. It's just the vibration that you're operating on. Your body is 75% water. This is why music can influence your body as well. Everything around your life influences your body, especially your mind and what you intake from the outside world. If you see water on a speaker, whatever type of music is playing with that speaker, the water vibrates differently. This is exactly how your body operates. But the thing is, it vibrates differently from different things. It could be someone else's energy, it could be music, it could be the food you're intaking, it could be your mindset, it could be something out of your control that happened with your family, it could be your friends, it could be anything. But I don't know what goes on in your life. So you need to organize habits that suit you, but you know that they're raising your vibration. You know that they're raising your frequency. So you're here to grow physically and grow spiritually. More important, grow spiritually. You have to realize that everything that happens to you, even if it's negative, if it's positive, it happens for a reason. It happens for your soul to grow. It happens for your soul to learn. And you have to realize as well that you're in control of your own reality. But here on earth, the devil, the low frequency stuff, is trying to control everyone's reality instead. So a lot of people don't lead themselves. They don't lead themselves through the higher self. They're being led by something else. And this something else that's leading them is leading them through a low frequency. So it can control you and take advantage of you. Once you're reliant on yourself and your spiritual self, your physical self, you won't need the system anymore. You only need yourself. You only need your own values. And this comes at work, guys. This isn't a quick process. This isn't going to be easy. I never said it was going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy process. Especially guys, for guys, semen retention is very, very good. And by God, that's not an easy process either. That takes time. So if you are serious about this, get a notebook, get paper, and write down habits that you can take every single day. I'm not saying that everything has to be perfect starting off. If you start off with the habits and you end up messing up once or twice, that's fine. But as long as you are progressing and you know subconsciously that you are progressing, that's the best possible thing. Your actions is what matters. Your words do not mean anything most of the time nowadays to other people, because most people just talk and they don't act. We all know them people who say, oh yeah, I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be this. They're not doing anything with their lives. They're going out smoking, they're going out drinking, they're not working on any business, but somehow they're going to be a millionaire. They're going to be managing millions of dollars or euros. That's what I mean. People, you need to act like the person that you want to become. So if you envision your higher self or your max potential, the best version of yourself, what steps would that person be taking right now? And once you start taking them steps, you'll start becoming that person. You have to realize this. And your environment does not define you. The people in your environment do not define you whatsoever. If you live in a very, very rough area and there's people doing this and that, you don't have to do this and that. You have your own decisions. You're not waking up in the morning with someone threatening you to do this or someone to do that. You're a sole individual human being. You can make your own decisions. You could work a part-time job for a year. You could work 2 jobs for a year. You could do a bit of investing on the side and you could move country after a year. That's well possible. So you have to realize, take self-accountability for your own habits. Once you start taking your own habits to work towards your max potential, that's when you'll start living on a higher frequency, because you are authentic and because you are manifesting. You're working with the laws of the universe and you're guiding yourself. That's the basics of how to live on a higher frequency. Remember this: music, remember your diet, the people you hang around, your personal habits at home. All of these different things affect you. All of these things affect you, and you need to consciously be aware of what you are doing. Do not lead into your addictions. Addictions are usually got to do with the subconscious mind than the conscious mind. You are doing things without you even realizing it that is bringing you down to a lower frequency. I will go more in depth on this subject in different videos, but that is the easiest way I could break down. If you are interested in my VIP group, that is in my YouTube bio, and all my other socials are in my YouTube bio as well.